The results for the day, most of them were good, but in general, it was a very rough day, especially for retail. If you just hold the large caps, then it is still fine. You would have ended that day maybe within the little green, but no respite for retail. Mid caps, small caps were brutally beaten. This is Nifty for the day, and you might say, is it an ECG? In fact, Nifty opened a little gap up, came down gradually till about 140, and that is where HDFC Bank declared the results. Sudden spike, and Nifty closed in the green. Can you imagine? Sensex also recovered nearly 600 points from the bottom of the day. Till here, people were probably wondering that HDFC will give bad results. Most people who didn't see the day today will take this particular performance of Nifty. It looks good actually. IT, which is TCS, Infosys, even HCL, even banks ended fine. Kotak Mahindra another 1.3%. Even ICICI turned green. HDFC, of course, after the result declared, not just turned green but closed 1.5% up. Good volumes for most stocks. Almost seems like markets are saying that investors who are losing money are going back to FDs now. These companies will have very low business. If you actually dissect this particular thing further, we probably are giving up just the gains from last 4 5 days where markets recovered a bit. That was an exit rally. Most people waited here to get a little more gains so that they could get into no profit, no loss and then sell. They would all be wincing today. I should have sold here. Look at KFin Tech here. This stock about 8 10 days back was hitting new highs every day. It is in red now. And railways people suddenly have turned negative. They are probably seeing that government will have to spend a lot of money fixing the economy. So not much money will be sanctioned to railway sector. Very low expectations or a big rally coming up with very few days left for the budget. And defense also looks really wrecked right now. All the stocks were red and these cuts were big. Look at the cut for the day. I probably was down on my ETF by 4%, 7% down in 2 days' time ever since I invested in the ETF for defense. Nugget today will be about four good stock results: HDFC, HUL, Persistent, BPCL. HUL result was actually okay, very average, but there is a news here which will lead to a good handsome gain in the days to come. Yes, it's a acquisition. HUL is famous for all this in trouble times. Markets, especially Nifty, greener than yesterday, looking a lot better. 27 stocks up compared to 23 down. At the top we had IT, which is TCS, Infosys, Wipro. HCL also was at number 6. Then we had HDFC Bank and Sun Pharma. At the bottom, Tata Motors, BL, SBI, Power Grid and Trent. Even Axis Bank, so not every bank was partying. Look at the push given by TCS to the index. Yesterday only one stock was green in the next 50. Today this was better. And let me tell you one very comical aspect. Lodha Builders was down because of the fight between the two brothers on the name Lodha. And DLF just gave company to Lodha because a real estate company was falling. Giving both of them company was HAL, LIC back to bottom and ICICI Prudential. This company is looking really bad right now. At the top, again Bajaj Holding. I have no idea where this stock is heading. LTI Mindtree, Zomato recovered a bit, Geo Financial recovered a bit, and then we had United Spirits, the lone warrior in the alcohol pack today. Two tall towers taking care of Nifty. Otherwise, the gains stopped here literally at the sector level. Software and banking. At the bottom, real estate, aerospace and defense and insurance. Market cap wise, if you look here, not many sectors are making money. In fact, going down, this gets worse. Telecom is making money, metals are making money, oil and gas and power pack. Only 8 sectors up today. Yesterday it was 3. That is why I was saying Nifty, the large stocks were up, broader markets were bleeding. 28 sectors were down. IT is the usual defensive, and today if you see TCS and Infosys were up whole day. This is the place to hide right now for most people. Most of retail hates to keep money in cash, deployed somewhere. SBI here also was down only. Axis Bank hit a fresh low. This bottom tier was not looking good today. If you actually see in this 0.4% for the day, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank were the major contributors. So was Kotak Mahindra, all private banks, nothing from PSUs. See here, the complete PSU pack was red, only Union Bank up paltry 0.4% up. This entire bunch is nearly red. And yes, we have reds in private sector also, but there are some greens and not everything is red. Volumes here were good, and today Karnataka Bank also hit a fresh low along with Axis Bank. IDBI cracked most 3.7%. If you recall, I gave the same reasoning when I sold IDBI in losses that it may fall a lot in the coming days. Investing pack, see Motilal Oswal, it was down for the whole day. While it is not related to HDFC Bank, the general sentiment improved. That is why it closed only 2.7% down. Now tomorrow if there is a bit of recovery, you will probably see BSC, KFinTech and probably Angel One go up a lot. Motilal Oswal will be up very little. KFinTech might go up 7-8% if there is a recovery rally. That is because KFinTech results are tomorrow. Insurance was in a bad shape. ICICI Prudential, the results were not acknowledged by the market. That fell 6%. Only the Bajaj franchisee was doing fine and Jio Financial recovered a bit in the NBFC pack. The PSU NBFCs were bleeding. Microfinance back to red. 3 stocks hit fresh lows. In IT pack, I have done a bit of refactoring and the platforms are moved to a separate dashboard. These top 7-8 stocks were doing fine today. And Persistent, which I'll cover in the Nugget also, that was down 4% ahead of the results. That is perhaps people booking profit because they were really jittery. 3 lows in the bottom tier. This is the new dashboard. Swiggy down today also. Zomato minor recovery. Otherwise this sector was red only. Ixigo is in red, which means they will break the IPO price soon. And Hyundai broke the IPO price today, closed at a low. Giving it company on the downside was Tata Motors and Ola Electric, another company that listed this year. One thing to note in defense pack is there are no fresh lows. In fact, most stocks are far away from making a low. These cuts are also mostly giving up the gains from last 1 or 2 days of good fortune only. Metal pack, only Hindustan Zinc was up. Oil and gas may look a bit different tomorrow, especially the oil marketing companies, the trio of IOC, BPCL and HPCL, Reliance, ONGC, Oil, MRPL, Chennai Petro. These companies are all confused where to go, which direction to take. They all need crude to be costly. I don't know when power sector will stop falling. This fall in my opinion is absurd. The P's maybe are getting rationalized, but I don't think that the EPS or EPS growth is going to fall in the year to come. That is because power never becomes cheaper in this country, even if the raw material prices crash. Renewable was bad today. Vari and Premier both corrected 10-11% today. And I have huge investments here. Adani Green, Vari Energy and SW Solar, which hit a new low. Not just capital blocked, but bleeding heavily. The defensive sector pharma was mixed bag, more greens than red. Sugar totally pessimist but on low volumes. In the edible pack, this complete top tier of 8 stocks is in red now, and these are among the largest consumption companies in their categories in the country. This is how bad consumption is forecasted right now. Non-edibles is not very different, just 2 greens however here, Marico and Page Industries. This bottom tier is completely red. PN Gadgil first cry hit new lows. Kalyan Jewellers was down today also. However, it is still away from its 52-week low, which is the IPO price. There is a big learning for new investors in this particular season. Don't trust the levels of stocks that are going up absurdly, like for example Trent. Still the PE is 110 right now after falling 50% from the top. TCS and Indian Hotel Company were in the green in the Tata pack, and no respite for the Adani Group at all. And this dashboard is from yesterday, not today. The dashboard looks a little better today. However, the problem was next 50. This also is after recovery. See here, next 50, it was down a lot till about 2 o'clock. In fact, the fall in next 50 was lot higher than Nifty here. Nifty recovered also a lot more. And this bunch of greens is because all these top stocks mostly have IT and banking, and they were up most today. US markets were looking okay yesterday. Apple fell a lot because iPhone 16 sales are not looking good. People are hating the camera of the phone. FI is sold, DI is bought, nothing new. Overall, the institutions have not done anything in this month, though there is a havoc in the market. My trades for the day, nothing today also. In fact, today I did not even log into any of my demat accounts. I will get into action either if markets fall a lot more or improve a bit. Right now, there is no point in looking at the blood in your account balances, and hope tomorrow is a better day. Time for the results, and let's start with HDFC Bank. If you look at the graph of HDFC Bank, one thing to note is that the EPS was rising till the point where probably the merger became effective approximately, and then the EPS has plateaued out. As a result, the PE, which is lower right now, that may not go up suddenly till this graph resumes to go upward. That is why you see 5-year this average PE, we are below that right now. Now, in terms of result, the revenue is in line with what I mentioned yesterday in the forecast. Around 85,000 crore markets will take it. They took it actually after the results were declared. The expenses were way lower. The finance profit as a result was not minus 17%, minus 16%, but minus 4%. This indicates the merger synergies coming in, and either it is a side effect or an anomaly. The other income dropped by nearly 11,000 crores. As a result, the net profit did not grow by the amount I was anticipating. The EPS did not grow by the amount I was anticipating. Still, year on year, considering the environment we are in, this looks fine. If you look at this particular line item, other income includes commission income from non-fund based banking activities, fees, earnings from foreign exchange, derivatives, P&L from investments, recoveries. And that is why this others is showing a considerable dip. Now some channels are showing that the NPAs have gone up 0.05% more than analyst expectations. That's not a big deal. Remember, they have HDB. The NPAs might be coming from there. This is a fantastic result. I would give it a thumbs up. Now this statement from Persistent is one of the best, very clean. The revenue has increased from 2498 crore to 3062 crore. Note this number is in millions. So get rid of the last digit for CR. Cost of professionals, many companies don't show it. Hats off to Persistent for that. That has grown from 306 crore to 433 crore. This is a jump of close to 33%. That's okay. Labor is a little expensive these days. The good part is overall expenses are in check. 1503 crore became 1763 crore. As a result, profit increased from 389 crore to 482 crore. This is nearly a 100 crore jump. This is fantastic stuff. EPS has jumped from 18.9 to 24.2. I think the results is something that markets will really like tomorrow. 33% jump in EPS. The stock was down around minus 4%. It might even hit upper circuit 8, 9, 10% tomorrow if the markets are really happy and in general the market mood is good. I would give this result double thumbs up. Now HUL, the font is too low. There is nothing in these numbers. The numbers are absolute same nearly. There are only two standout items. One is the changes in inventory. Minus 215 became 123. And an exceptional item here which is minus 30, that became 507. As a result, profit for the period 2508 crore became 2989 crore. The sales numbers are in general fine only, but they have not increased. There is no growth per se. The growth is going to come from the announcement they made today. They have acquired a brand called Minimalist, I think for around 2000 or 3000 crore, something like that. I did a back of envelope calculation. This should lead to about a 5% increase in their profitability bottom line with immediate effect. I think that is going to be a higher margin business than the OPM for HUL, which is around 24-25%. So this should be a good acquisition and good utilization of HUL as usual of the reserves in tough times to grow inorganically. I would give the result thumbs up in light of the acquisition. BPCL, the results are fantastic and I am happy because my theory also proved to be right. The revenue has increased by 10,000 crore, and an overzealous CFO has included even the pesas. The cost of material has dipped. That is the cheap crude and also lesser material consumed, I believe. See here, purchase of stock in trade is higher. Change in inventory is there. As a result, total expenses have just gone up by around 6 or 7,000 crores for a 10,000 plus crore jump in revenue. As a result, profit from continuing operations that has increased from 3093 crore to 5332 crores. Healthy jump. Profit for the period 2297 to 3805 after accounting for taxes and all. This is fantastic result. Now let's check if my theory was right. See, refinery throughput. I believe this is million metric tons. This has gone down. If refineries are producing less, how are they selling more? That is because they had already the inventory refined already from previous quarter. This is what I've been saying all the time. EPS jumping from 5.38 to 8.91 is good. And I believe the similar result will be done by IOC and also HPCL. In fact, IOC, to my knowledge, is having more inventory than BPCL. So their result should be even better. In fact, this result could have been better if this entry was not there. This is a crazy entry. I can never understand or predict this particular part. Items that will be reclassified to profit or loss. 1,000 crore, nearly or 1,300 crore kind of aberration because of this. Otherwise, this number would have crossed 10 EPS this time. Nevertheless, fantastic results. Market should like it and the stock should go up in the next few days. Hope this quick analysis was useful for the results. Thanks for watching. I will see you tomorrow.